Ever since the Saudi-backed league came on board, there's been one heated controversy after another, and it doesn't seem like any of it will end, at least not soon. So when the Spanish pro golfer Sergio Garcia revealed who was coming to play, it really wasn't surprising. What remained on the lips of many was whether Garcia intentionally made the revelation to overheat the atmosphere, or was it merely an accident? So, who is LIV's next major signing ahead of their $405 million 2023 season? And why did Sergio Garcia make the revelation? Stick around to find out the details. Before we go into the background details, here's what really happened. So, Sergio Garcia participated in a charity event supporting at-risk youths in Austin, Texas, and a who's who of LIV golfers attended. And as expected, like any highbrow event, there were press and paparazzi. The Spaniard uploaded a photo from the event and accidentally spilled the beans. To the untrained eye, it appeared to be an ordinary buddy pic, but if you take a closer look, you'll realize the picture shows a lineup of already confirmed LIV golfers. On the far left is Ian Poulter, followed by Dustin Johnson, Patrick Reed, Taylor Gooch, Carlos Ortiz, and Brooks Koepka. Also, there are Henrik Stenson, Joaquin Niemann, Kevin Na, Eugenio Lopez-Chacarra, Charles Schwartzel, and Jason Kokrak. And you might be thinking that that doesn't mean anything, but guess who is standing in the back row next to Chacarra and sticks out like a sore thumb in this photo? Mito Pereira. Of course, this raised the eyebrow of anyone who dared to notice. Pereira is well known for holding the lead for most of the PGA Championship this past spring until a double bogey on the final hole put him one shot behind Will Zalatoris and Justin Thomas. Thomas eventually prevailed in the playoff. The speculation behind the notorious picture is simple. Not only has Mito Pereira already been strongly linked to being a part of the next big LIV signings after an impressive season on the PGA Tour, during which he was super close to winning the US PGA Championship and finished 50th on the FedEx Cup standings, but there he was in a picture completely made up of other LIV stars looking like a team. So it begs the question, why was he even there in the first place? That obviously couldn't have been a coincidence. Another exciting thing that screams to be stated is that if Mito Pereira does make that move to LIV, he'll be accompanied by his compatriot Joaquin Niemann. And it's really not a rumor that the duo is close. But one thing that is for sure is that if Pereira comes aboard SS LIV, he definitely won't be the last one on the ship, as the rumors are still circling around Patrick Cantlay and Xander Schauffele, as both players have continuously dismissed the possibility of joining the Rebel League. However, it wouldn't be the first time a PGA Tour player would go against their words. Interestingly, in the past, Golf Magic confirmed that Pereira would be the next player to part ways with the PGA Tour in favor of LIV Golf. They revealed that the Chilean international had been a big fan of the team format on Greg Norman's new series and that he was on his way to join his buddy Joaquin Niemann on Torque GC. Captain Niemann currently has Scott Vincent, Jedediah Morgan, and David Puig on his Torque GC team. So one of these three players will likely make way for the incoming Mito Pereira. Mito had been linked with a move to Greg Norman commissioned by LIV several weeks ago when 6 PGA Tour players switched allegiances, including Open champion Cameron Smith and Niemann. Even Golf Channel reported that the Chilean was one of the names about to join the Rebel League. However, Pereira is understood to have held back on the move to LIV Golf because he wanted to feature in the President's Cup for the very first time in his career. According to Golf Magic, an insider said the deal has been sealed and Mito Pereira will be joining LIV Golf to compete with his very good friend Joaquin Niemann. He delayed the move because he wanted to play in the President's Cup. On the part of LIV Golf, it is safe to say that their hands are currently itching to make some moves, given that they haven't announced any new signings since the end of the inaugural $255 million season. And the unsurprising part is that Greg Norman, the controversial shark, is always on the prowl. You would recall that the LIV commissioner threw golf's most famous team tournament into a state of confusion by signing Henrik Stenson, the former European captain. We're speaking to some PGA Tour players and they want to be liberated. He also said that most on the field from last year will be back again in 2023. The percentage of golfers that will return, probably, doing quick math, 85 to 90% of the golfers, I would say. Norman also confirmed that a popular Ryder Cup venue will host one of his Rebel events in 2023. He announced 3 new courses as part of the organization's expanded schedule. They include Real Club Valderrama, where LIV stars will compete from June 30th to July 2nd, Mayakoba's El Camaleon Golf Course from February 24th to 26th, and Sentosa Golf Club in Singapore will also host LIV events from April 28th to the 30th. The Grange Golf Club in Adelaide, Australia, had already been announced as a host of one of the 14 tournaments from April 21st to 23rd. Greg said that the Breakaway Tour is a global league dedicated to expanding golf globally. The new destinations for the next season showcase LIV's commitment to tournament play at the highest level. These amazing venues have played host to signature moments in the game, and we're super excited to build new golf traditions while delivering a top-notch fan experience at some of the world's best courses. Norman also disclosed his plan to make more acquisitions into LIV Golf, approximately 7 or more players before the end of the year. As one would expect, that disclosure caused a buzz online and the internet went crazy. Speculations were rife that some stars, namely Xander Schauffele and Patrick Cantlay, were on their way to signing a deal with the Breakaway Tour. But following a conversation exchange with golf's Dylan Dethier, Schauffele reaffirmed his allegiance to the PGA Tour and even burned the likes of Saudi golf rebels Phil Mickelson, Dustin Johnson, and Bryson DeChambeau in the process. Dylan tweeted, "Some rumors were flying, so I asked Xander Schauffele about LIV. He said he was not going, although he didn't slam the door on the idea. I want to play against the best players in the world, and they're on the PGA Tour. Nobody that is left moved the needle for me." Schauffele was notably present at the meeting Tiger Woods and world number 1 Rory McIlroy held last season for the PGA's players and was insistent that the outcome of the meeting be kept private. So, for him to jump ship and join the Breakaway Tour would be a major slap in the face. But what about Patrick Cantlay? Considering the fact that LIV Golf keeps snatching several talents from the PGA Tour, what can be said about the possibility of the 30-year-old American pro golfer jumping ship? Also speaking with Golf.com's Dylan Dethier, Cantlay said that he has no plans to join LIV. However, he admitted that he could possibly change his mind down the road. It's an ever-evolving calculation because if 20 of the 24 guys here at the President's Cup go out and join the other tour, then it makes it way more likely that I'll go to the other tour. So to say that I'll never go is not truthful. Mainly what he means is, if LIV continues to poach top talent, he's not going to remain blindly committed to the PGA Tour. So right now, the speculations that Cantlay and Schauffele are joining LIV Golf are simply rumors. But with how unpredictable the golf world has become over the past few months, it's safe to say that a lot might change in the not-too-distant future. While speculators believe that the hunt for an international audience could be LIV's game plan, hence the need to sign stars from different nationalities, the rival tour is yet to officially announce any new signings. Although LIV Golf's chief executive has maintained that the organization is keen on adding 7 new faces, it remains to be seen who those lucky players might be. Maybe they're not entirely lucky because they'd end up plummeting in the world rankings, but at least they get paid a whole lot of money. So yes, they might be lucky. But what do you think about Sergio Garcia's accidental slip-up? And would you like to see Pereira as LIV's latest signing? We'll catch you in the next one.